All right, so I just wrapped up watching the hit Netflix show Tiger King, and I am more confused than ever. And especially, I'm more confused as why the fuck is my camera not focusing right? Okay, be that as it may. I did a story about Joseph Malden, whatever his name is. Joe Exotic. He is a homosexual. He carries guns. He can't stand that bitch, Carol Baskin. He is married to not one, but two, toothless homosexuals who will please him in any means possible as long as he keeps providing meth. I like to have tigers. I like to have chimpanzees. And I can't stand that bitch, Carol Baskin. Did I mention that? I hate Carol Baskin. Listen, I did a video on him a long time ago. You can find it somewhere on my channel. And I'm actually getting more traction now because he's popular again. Let me just go over the entire series, my reaction to the entire series, because there's just way too much to cover. I didn't think there was that much to cover. I thought there was a crazy homosexual named Joe Exotic who owned tigers, and people were pissed that he had tigers in cages, and yeah, kind of not cool. I'm not a big fan of that, but whatever. I thought that was pretty much it. I didn't know there were like plots to kill people, and some people have went missing, and people have lost appendages, and there's apparently any hillbilly is willing to turn gay for Joseph Maldonado, whatever his name, Joseph Pash, what the fuck his name is. I can't even pronounce it. But Joe Exotic. Okay, so here's my takeaways from it. First off, he assembled the biggest crew of crazies I've ever seen in my entire life. I really think that Joe Exotic went to the local, insane asylum and be like, who do you have coming up for day release? Can you please tell me who you have coming up for day release? Okay, I'll take the lesbianic Asian girl. I'll take that one with no legs over there, guy with no legs. And I'll take a couple of randoms and just bring them over and tell them daddy loves it. So he's, he made a theme park where you could go pet cats and, play with tigers and all that. And the main person who had a problem with all this was a holdover hippie named Carol Baskin, who I didn't trust from the jump. I didn't know much about her when I did my old videos on, Joseph Maldonado or Joe Exotic. I had no idea really who she was. Oh, is she crazy? She is crazy. First of all, she's a fucking hypocrite. First off, she talks in that she's got Hillary Clinton eyes, which means she's got killer eyes. You seen her? She talks way too calm and way too zen. That means she secretly likes to stab people, cut their faces off, and wear them, and then dance around like a tiger cage or some shit like that. Seriously. Okay, so she did this number again with this fucking thing. I don't know what's happening. Probably some setting on my phone I gotta look at. So she came out and they present her as just, first off, everything she wears, and even the camera guy is like, this poor camera guy must have PTSD like a motherfucker after dealing with all these insane motherfuckers, but okay, fine. He goes to her compound and she's got like tigers and stuff and everything, in cages, okay, bigger cages and bigger fenced in areas, but she's not flying them back to the fucking Africa or wherever they belong, fucking hypocritical bitch. So then she's doing this shit. She's like, yeah, hi, my name is Carol Baskin. I'm from Big Cat Rescue, and I like to do a little talk show every day. Everything I wear is leopard print. I've got leopard sheets. I've got leopard underwear. Do you want to see them? No, nobody ever does. Why is that? Except the 80-year-old guy I'm married to, who's just equally as fucked in the head as I am. So, like, she's showing all her little, like, leopard prints and stuff like that. And she's like, I just think that, the caging industry and what they're doing to the animals is very wrong, and I don't like it. And the biggest offenders out there are Joe Exotic, who has threatened me numerous times. And, okay, this was funny, has a little web TV show where he has, placed dildos in my mouth and, blown my head off. It's a sex doll. It's obviously not me because I'm much, much heavier. He has threatened to kill me. All kinds of fun stuff. And so Carol Baskin, I guess, has even gone to Washington with her fucking crazy ass, wearing her fucking... First of all, if you're like a 50 to 60-year-old woman wearing a flower crown, do you know what that says? That says give up all hope. That says lunatic. That's all that says to anybody else who's halfway normal. I swear to God, if you're walking down the street and you see like a 45 to 55-year-old woman wearing a flower crown, you fucking just avoid the bitch. You just like, the bitch is crazy, the bitch has issues, I don't care if she's smiling like this. And every day she's riding a bike. Did you notice that shit? Why is she so fat if she's riding a bike? I swear to God, did she stop riding a bike to the ice cream shop? I mean, where is she going? The bitch is riding a bike. She's got a compound, okay? And we're going to get there in a second. But Joe Exotic, he's got this crew of crazies. My favorite takeaways, because I can't even get into all of it, was let's talk about the gay shit first, because we just got to talk about it. It's like, well, my first husband, I met him when he was 19 years old. You know, he needed a place to stay and, you know, some really good meth and weed that daddy had. So he was willing to do anything for a little bit of, you know, weed. And I said, well, willing to do anything, give you some weed if you suck my dick. By the way, I have a Prince Albert. He told it to the reporter for no fucking reason. If you don't know what a Prince Albert is, it's some horrible, hideous piercing that's on your dick that I don't understand what any guy ever gets or how he sits still for. That's like German torture. That's like what they do to you, like if they capture you, you're an American, and they capture you in North Korea. They give you a Prince Albert. I'm almost positive. They're like, you're American, you get the Prince Albert. Yes, you do. You're spying. You're spying. Praise great leader. So, fucking, he tells the guy that. And then, there's so much, I can't even get to watch the show. Trust me. He sells not only like, in his gift shop of his stuff, of his place, like, you know, pictures, calendars. Oh, let's talk about the music videos. What the fuck? The guy thinks he can sing. He's actually not half bad at singing. He actually can kind of sort of carry a tune. It's just the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Like the one where he's singing with his gay husband. Let's talk about the gay husband, the first gay husband, the 19-year-old, who apparently has no teeth whatsoever. He's got like 4 teeth, all fighting for room in his mouth. And he doesn't really say much, like, well, when I met him, I just thought maybe it was like the right thing to do. And, you know, we kind of fell in love. You could tell. And then he ends up saying later on that he wasn't gay, that he always liked girls, always wanted to fuck girls. I'm going to argue with you, hillbilly. I'm going to say you might have been a little bit of gay because you probably took it up the ass from Joe Exotic. Here you go, bitch. Come on, bend over. Spread those cheeks for daddy. Getting deep, balls deep in there. You feel my Prince Albert? Yep, you do, because you're bleeding. You're gay a little bit. You're at least bisexual. There's no way. I don't care how much money you offered me. I don't give a fuck if you offered me all the drugs on the planet and you gave me, if somebody came to me right now, not even bullshit, said $500,000, fuck Joe Exotic or let him fuck you. Hell no. Hell fucking have you seen that bleach blonde mullet wearing crazy motherfucker? And I think he wears eyeshadow on top of everything like that. He's just weird looking. I can't even cover. There's so much to cover here. So yeah, there's a hillbilly husband, and he's talking, and in one of the music videos, he's singing, I don't even know what the song was, but it's like, I love you, you are the one for me. And of course, the hillbilly's bare-chested, and kind of just like, it looked like I said, numerous times when people look uncomfortable, it looked like an ISIS video. It looked like he was captured. It didn't look like he was in love with him at all. So that wasn't good enough for him dick-wise, right? So then, he had a guy working at the park who was like a dark-haired, you know, decent-looking guy, 19, seems to be his age. I think he'd even go a little bit younger if you ask me, but we won't go there just yet. And this guy appeared straight, ended up being his second husband. They all were fucking each other. The hillbilly with no teeth and the kind of, you know, methy but good looking like 19-year-old. So when they talked to Joe Exotic about how did you exactly hook up with me, he said, well, one day we were driving in a truck because, you know, of course I hired him to work for me because, you know, daddy like yummy. He's got a big one, I can tell. You see that package? that's FedEx right to me back here. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he was riding. We were talking about porno. I said, let me ask you something. When you watch them guys fucking them girls, you like to see guys with the big dicks fucking them girls or the small dicks? And the guy goes, well, if I'm going to watch a porn, I'm going to see big dick. He goes, well, then you're not all that straight. Apparently, that's all it took for the guy to start sucking dick. Was like, you know what? You're right. Really? That's all it fucking took? He had a marriage ceremony with these two. Okay, whatever. Let's go back to Carole Baskin now real fast, because there's a bunch of other players. There's a guy who came to help out with Joe Exotic's gym, basically took the gym from him. He's fucking insane too, likes to beat women, but still he's got semi-attractive girlfriends. He's got rented mansions, but he doesn't really have money. I want to hook up with that dude. I want to tell me how to get the fake rich life. I don't give a fuck if I don't own the shit. Just tell me how to make people think that I'm rich. He's in fucking pictures in Vegas with a bunch of whores and shit like that. His name's Jeff something. I forgot. Then there's another dude who's kind of like a friend of Joe Exotic's who works at another sanctuary where everything seems good. He's like, well, you know, Joe's a good guy, except this guy may or may not gas kittens when they start being too cute. You know, when they stop being too cute, he's got like a kitty holocaust, like gas chamber somewhere. These people are the worst fucking people I've ever heard of in my life. I would rather deal with the fucking street gangs of Los Angeles and the mafia than these people, because these people are just batshit fucking crazy. Like, not even batshit, they're batshit squared. It's just, but then the Carole Baskin chick, all right. So let's get back to her. where she's, fighting the good fight. And she has this little web show, too, where she comes on every day smiling with that fucking evil smile. She goes, hey, all you cool cats and kittens, welcome to Big Cat Rescue. So today, Tiger Lily took a shit. Finally, I had to rub her belly for a while to do it, but she did. Juniper still is not eating right because he realizes he has to look at me every day, and it kind of makes him repulse the food. My husband won't fuck me, even though I pay him to. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't supposed to say that. So, come on down, be a friend of mine, blah, blah, blah. She's got people working for her, volunteers. It's called slave labor, you bitch. Fucking volunteers helping out at the zoo, and they get different level shirts of helping out. Like one girl, I think this girl realized how dumb she sounded when she's being interviewed. She goes, well, at first when you get here, you get a blue shirt. But then after a while, when you can hold the animals and you can do more free labor, you get a green one. Why am I here? What? I don't get anything for this. These people are so dedicated. And it's not like she can't afford to pay them. Why? Because she had a husband who was very, very, very rich. Now, when I say had, motherfucker went missing. No one ever found this guy. Ever. And apparently, she tried to beat him. So you can't make this shit up. The bitch tried to beat him. He got a restraining order against her. He left a bunch of documents saying, listen, if anything goes wrong, fucking, if my death is going to come, look at that bitch over there. Look at that hefty bag that fucking used to be kind of sort of cute way back in the day. Look at her. I don't trust her. It's her. I swear to God. So there's all this glaring evidence. She killed her fucking husband. Let's be honest. Allegedly, she killed him. He's gone. He's missing. Who vanishes? And then later on, a fucking a will turns up. First of all, the person who he entrusted his will and papers to, mysteriously got raided, or I think it actually was by her. And then a new will came back saying, in the event of my death or disappearance. Who the fuck says in the event of my disappearance? Nobody writes that in their will. That'd be like, in the event that my head is chopped off and thrown down a bowling alley by some Puerto Ricans in New York. It makes no fucking sense. Nobody would write that. The bitch is crazy. She killed him. And there's theories on how she did it, because she has properties like he's buried under a septic tank. Or my favorite theory is that she fed him to tigers. I think, sadly enough, with these people, that's fucking humanly possible. I really believe it is. I don't know if tigers would leave bones when they shit. I have no idea, but I'm sure one day she woke up and was like, honey, I don't want to fight anymore. Come with me to Tiger Cage. Yeah, he looks really sick, Jackson over there. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get him to eat. Do you like my flower crown, by the way? I know, it screams crazy, right? Could you give him some steak or something? Great. No, right there. Yeah, no, he needs more help. Fucking motherfucker. You know she has raging psycho fits. That bitch does not fool me for 2 seconds. You know she's at home one day, that fucking, it's just vile things Joe Exotic said about me. He needed to say some vile things, and quite frankly, I'm on his side with that one. But, honey, don't tell me. You never fucking have a tantrum like, motherfucker's fucking with me again. I will kill him. I will kill all of them. Cocksucker. Son of a bitch. She prank calls me in the middle of the night. Which one are you cornholing tonight, you piece of shit? You fucking pig fucking asshole. You fucking hangs up the phone. But the guy disappeared. Guess who gets all of his money and a lot of money, like millions and millions of dollars? Carole Baskin. Do you think she did it? Do you think she did it? I'm not sure she did it. Everybody else is like, the police are like, well, we don't have any other suspects. Look at her. Put her on a fucking lie detector. There's got to be something there. And, another takeaway, and I know I'm jumping all over the place, is the one Asian girl who worked for Joe Exotic. I love this chick. She's a hardcore, I think lesbian, allegedly. And there's one scene where they're like, oh my God, something's happening over here. Yep, her arm is ripped off. Be careful, turn the tourniquet on her. Her arm is ripped off. This Asian chick got her arm bit off by a lion. You kind of sort of see it, but they cut away the gore a lot. And she's just laying there like this. Okay, you're going to be okay. You'll be with me. I expected her to go, she was smoking the whole time, to go, this kind of sucks, dude. Fucking, you got your arm ripped off and she came back. People can lose appendages and go back to this man. And you know what? It's all turned to shit. Things have gotten worse and blah, blah, blah. And they're thinking of doing a second season where apparently Carole Baskin will not be showing up. Gee, I wonder why. Because she's a killer and people know it now? I don't know why. What gets me more about her, she's got another husband. And he is as crazy as she is. I hope he's not rich. Check your bank account. If you've got more than fucking, $50,000 in your bank account, run now, motherfucker, run. But he's singing her songs. They have like an animal ball where everybody dresses up as animals. There's one part where he's serenading her and he's wearing like a think like a tiger mask on his head and shit like that. These people need to be confined and not quarantined like we all are. They need to be in a fucking psych ward. All of them together. Jesus Christ. Joe Exotic went. Joe Exotic went to jail for allegedly hiring a hitman to kill this chick. Okay? Allegedly hiring a hitman to kill this chick. I don't know if he did exactly or if he was just saying he would. There's just too much. I can't even do a whole video. There's just too fucking much, but go watch it. Because he's gay, he's sassy, he's run for mayor, he sells his own lube and his own condoms, but he doesn't pay for them, and people get mad at him and come and shake him down when he doesn't pay for them, but he knows how to hustle, and he knows how to get plenty of dick, hillbilly dick, and good-looking hillbilly dick on top of that, until one of them kills himself later on a video because he's so sick of the guy's shit at this point and sees no other way out. And he's got a boyfriend now, a 19-year-old who's not bad looking. What? That's my complete summation of Tiger King. It's just enjoy and go watch it. Oh.